Hello, friends! Welcome back to my Artist Way update videos. We are now week 4. So today I'm starting week 5, which is crazy because that means that I've been doing this for a month. So go me! Update on my week changed. So normally I bring out these videos. I have my weeks, or I did 3 weeks of Thursday to Wednesday. But then week 4, I needed to reshuffle my days because my week started on a Thursday, but I didn't read my tasks and I didn't read any of my texts because I was busy, maybe, or I'm just not it has happened also in previous weeks that I don't read what I need to do for that week immediately in the beginning, and then I read it after a couple of days, and then I should have I should have already been doing those things. So on Saturday I read my week, and apparently it's reading deprivation week, which, if you're not doing the Artist Way, I'll explain it to you. I've also explained it to a lot of my friends already, so they kind of know, but I'll re-explain if I didn't tell you, So the book was written in the 90s, which first, keep that in mind. And Julia, the writer, writes down that for week 4, you're not allowed to read anything. And you're also not allowed to watch television. Now, I went looking up what reading deprivation week would look like in 2025, because things have obviously changed a lot. And apparently she said that it's not watching anything, not reading anything, no social media, none of that. So you're forced to be bored, and then through your boredom forced to play and be creative and playfully creative, right? So I read it on Saturday and I was fuck, I should have already been doing this. So I was okay, you know what, I'm gonna give myself 2 more days, and I'm restarting my weeks, so that now I'm doing Monday to Sunday. So finished week 3 on Wednesday, and then still did all of my morning pages for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 4 days of extra morning pages, but without the reading deprivation. So then Monday I started with my reading deprivation, or everything deprivation. And yes. How was that for me? It was very much a roller coaster. Week 4 for me was very much ups and downs, very much so. I think I said it in my last video. Week 1, I felt I was really doing something. It was nice. I was really, really motivated. Then week 2, I felt I was slacking because there was much more to do than I could do. And then in week 3, I felt there wasn't that much to do, so I felt again I was slacking. And then week 4, now finishing week 4, I'm I did week 2 and 3 fine. That was okay. I was really tough on myself. But I did week 4. I did that shit, which is insane because, again, it was so hard, but it was also I don't know, really good if I look back at it. I started on Monday, which extra information I needed to, this entire week, I was cat sitting at my boyfriend's house because he's away on vacation. So I was in his house with 2 cats, but without anyone else. And I'm not used to being like in like completely alone in a house. Which, first of all, that, and then second of all, I was reading deprivation, or like deprivation of everything. So it was really weird, like all those things like jumbled together. And then also, like, I didn't have my boyfriend, so like it was like even more like, normally I have this person who like I can like bounce off of, you know, like I can be like, I feel shitty, and then I can like and then, you know, but I didn't have this person right now. So it's like these 3 layers with the deprivation week was like very fucking difficult. So on Monday I had things planned, and then also on Monday I did allow myself to watch the finale of White Lotus because it aired, and I have been watching the entire 3rd season. I was like, I'm not waiting a fucking week so I can like finish it. So on Monday I did watch 1 episode of the White Lotus, and I don't feel sorry about it. But then on Tuesday I met up with friends. Wednesday I met up with friends. On Thursday was fucking horrible for me. I got into such a low point, like mentally, because I didn't have anything to do, and then just on top of that, like, I were other things. Like, I was like looking up like plans for like the study that I want to do next year, and it was just like a lot of things. And then I had like a little bit of a discussion with my parents about something, and it was just like a lot of different things like all jumbled together, and it just kind of resulted into me having like a really, really bad mental day. And then I kind of just like did things around the house, tried to keep myself busy, but at a certain point I was like, and I like slept. I just like literally was like, I was reaching out to friends and I was like, I feel fucking horrible, I don't know what to do. And then I just like got into my bed and I just slept until like 6, and it was like really bad. And I was like, oh, like I'm not allowed to do anything like entertainment wise. And then in the evening I was like, I need to give myself a break, because by that point I had already done like Monday, because 1 episode was nothing, you know. And then I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so that's 3 days. Also, mind you, like in the morning and in the evening I'm like all alone in this house. So, you know, it was very difficult on Thursday. And then in the evening I was like, you know what, I'm giving myself, I texted with a friend and she was like, your how do you say it? Your mental state? No. Whatever, you know what I mean. No, okay, whatever. Is more important than the deprivation week, which I was like, yeah, true. So in the evening on Thursday I like watched like stupid TV shows, like stupid Netflix shows. And then on Friday what did I do on Friday? On Friday I was meeting up with a bunch of friends again, like the entire day. On Saturday it was really warm and I wanted to meet up with friends, but like all of them were working, so I was like, fuck you. And then I just sat in the garden and I made like a bunch of necklaces, which like I feel that's what Julia means. Like this is one that I made. Cute. That's like on Saturday I was playing. You know, I was bored with playing. On Thursday I was down. There was not any possibility of me like playing. So I feel like it's also I should have said this in the beginning. What deprivation meant for me, I wasn't allowed to watch YouTube, Netflix, be on Instagram, be on any like social media. No social media, no watching anything, no reading. But I could be on certain apps if it had a purpose. you know, like if if I needed to like look up inspiration for this one thing, then I would be allowed to like go on Pinterest or Instagram with like a targeted reason. But I didn't open Instagram or Pinterest. I was allowed to I allowed myself to text. So I was texting this week with people and friends through Instagram and Messenger and messages. So I was texting people because I allowed myself to text, because I was like, this is not, I mean, yes, it's kind of like entertainment purposes, but it's also like social contact. So I'm gonna text people. And also I was allowed to listen to music, which also resulted in like Monday and Tuesday I like was like photoshopping and like making like photoshopping thingies. I made one thing which was like very cute, but I don't know if I want to show it on YouTube. But the name of it is Bebe Chochi. So I don't know. Think about what that could be. I'm not showing you. I also made this one. I love my boyfriend. I was wearing it and I wanted to wear it out, and I was like, I feel like I look like I'm being held hostage. Like, I love him. And then I have this one necklace. Titus, close your eyes, because this one is for you. And it needs to be a gift. So like you're not even allowed to like know that I have a gift for you. But like close your eyes in 3, 2, 1. This is for my boyfriend. Can you see? I feel like it's like all these colors that I feel like I like see him in. Or like see his aura. His aura is this color. And then I also made one for a friend, Juliette. Juliette, again, if you are watching this, I'm seeing you tonight, so you're getting it tonight. But don't look now. I made like a vampire necklace. And it has like these strings with like little blood droplets. So those are very cute, if I say so myself. And yes, and then I was photoshopping. I was doing a lot of work for like school shit and like applications for like jobs and all these boring stuff, which sends me into a mental crisis. So, you know. And then yesterday, I met up with friends in Brussels, and I was like, yeah, and then it was nice. So yes, week 4 was horrible. Like I was stressing the fuck out. I felt horrible at certain moments. I was like, I can't do this. And then at certain moments I was like, oh, I felt like I did get something out of it. Also, my morning pages, I did them the entire, like every day. And I thought it was easier to do than normally, because I woke up and I wasn't like on my phone. I like checked if I had messages, and then maybe I responded to like 1 or 2, 3 messages that I had gotten, and then I just went downstairs, made myself a coffee, which also it was nice because I had like this privacy of like being in this house like by myself. So I just like woke up, fed the cats, made myself a coffee, and then did all my morning pages, which I feel like I did very well this week. But yes, I feel like I want to like say this if someone who like I don't know would be doing the artist way and like end up in week 4, because I was looking up like online for like people, and I don't know, like I felt like while I was doing it, I felt really misunderstood by everyone on the internet, because I was like, why is no one making like a big fuss about it? Because when I first read that I needed to do it, I was like really angry. I really got like really angry. I was like, she doesn't understand, like no, nothing, like what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like you're not even allowed to read, you know? Like I like watch movies and be on social media and scroll and like do all of that. Like reading for me is like, okay, I'm not allowed to do that, I guess I'll read. And I wasn't even allowed to read, so I was like, what the fuck? So I was really angry. And then at the same time I was like angry, and then I was like, it's kind of like a little concerning that I get this angry, that I can't be on my phone for like a week. And I was like, that's kind of scary. Okay. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to try it. And then I was like, I'm going to really, really try it. So I, did my entire week, and I really, but also like, I feel like it's allowed that you like make your own rules about it, because I know like certain things for me, like some people like do it without music. I was like, no, I don't use music in a way that's like, that I try to cloud my mind. I use it just in a sense of like, I like having background noise, and I like dancing at AOB and like doing the dishes while I have a song playing. Which also, this week is like the longest period of time that I've ever sat in silence. Because I had the option to turn on the music, but I feel like I'm more a video girl. So like normally if I'm like doing something, then I turn up like YouTube or Netflix or like something that I like watch while I'm doing something. So I a lot of times like this week like sat in my own silence. Like I was eating and I was like sitting with my own thoughts, and I never allow myself to sit with my own thoughts. So I really, like, looking back on my week, I was like, first of all, I'm really proud of myself, because on Thursday it was really fucking hard and I did give in. But also like I feel like I'm allowed, like I don't need to be so harsh on myself that I that I'm like not allowing myself to like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Yeah, okay. So yes, but like, again, if someone would be doing the artist way, make your own rules about it. Because I feel like people on the internet, they're all saying like this weird fucking shit, and I was like looking it up, and there was like someone, like an article I read of like someone saying like, I did the reading deprivation week from the artist way, and on day 2 I was phantom scrolling. Shut the fuck up. No, you were not. I'm very much on my phone, but I'm never the fuck phantom scrolling. Shut up. Yes, like make your own rules about it, and like if you like give up, or if you like fail, and like there's a day or like 2 days that you like need to give in, and you need to watch something, or you need to like let yourself cool down, I feel like you're allowed to. And also, I don't think week 4 was meant for someone in my situation. Like, I wasn't working, I wasn't going to school, I was just sitting in this house all by myself from morning to night, and then I was filling up my days by like meeting with friends, but like the morning and the night are still like and then sometimes the entire day. So I don't know if it was like completely meant for someone in my position, but I did it. So very proud of myself, and I feel like I got things out of it. I feel like I did. But also, I needed to be like nice and forgiving to myself that I didn't do 7 days out of 7. Then, part 2 of this. What are the tasks I did? I described my ideal environment. 1 paragraph, 1 image, favorite season, draw it. I described myself at 80. I was very specific. And I wrote a letter from you as 80 to you now. I did an extended artist date because I was like, I think I like worked on like 4 necklaces for like 5 hours. That was extended. And also, I was like living somewhere which isn't my house for a week by myself. That's also extended. And then I didn't really do any of the other tasks, but also very forgiving to myself, because donate an outfit, you see the plastic bag over there and like the other clothes there, all clothes that I'm donating. I'm not donating them now because I am trying to plan like a flea market that I'm doing with friends, but that is okay. Like I'm okay with giving away clothes. I have way too many and all of those are going. So I'm whatever. And look at one situation that you feel should change. Also did that. Multiple times. And if you break your reading deprivation, write about it. I kind of did, love. And then 19 minutes. Let's just do the check-in. How many days this week did you do your morning pages? I did great. Literally the best. All of the days, all times 3 pages, very much with ease. I feel like this was the easiest thing about my week. My morning pages were very easy. Did you do your artist day this week? Yes, 5 hours of making necklaces. Did you experience any synchronicity this week? So synchronicity, she explained it in the book, that's like the universe like doing something that like is like meant to be, sort of. Woo! My synchronicity, I've said this before, I am not a spiritual person. I don't believe in God. Also, like the one task that we needed to do this week, which is like an artist prayer. I don't fucking pray. I'm sorry, love. I'm not praying. I'm not doing it. So I have like an issue with like the universe, God, creator sort of thing of the book. But the one synchronicity that I can maybe accept is on Sunday evening. I was playing on Nintendo, and I was playing Tomodachi Life. If you know, you know. It's amazing. But I was playing Tomodachi Life, and I was playing it like for a week on end, like before. So week 3, I was playing a lot of Tomodachi Life. And then on Sunday evening, I was still playing it. And then on Monday morning, when I was starting my reading deprivation, I was like a little bit still like in it. And I was like, I'm just gonna like check out the clothes for this week. I'm not, like I'm just checking. I'm gonna, I know it's like deprivation week and I know I'm starting right now, but like, let me just like turn it on and like look at the clothes and like buy some, and then I won't play anymore. Which I thought, was I going to do that? I don't know. But then I turned it on, or like I tried to turn it on, and the battery was dead. So it like was like blinking red, and then like it turned on and immediately turned off. And I was like, I know I have the charger like a little bit further over there, but I was like, this is the universe telling me that I need to do my deprivation. Were there any other issues this week that you consider, that you consider significant for your recovery? Allowing myself to like not do no problems. I mean, like I said, week 4 was fucking horrible, but also really nice, but like really much like roller coaster. So I feel like this week kind of did teach me that like I really wanted to give up this week. I was like, I can't do this. Like on Thursday, and I think maybe even a day before or later, I don't know. I was like, I can't do this deprivation shit. Like I'm all alone in this house. Like I don't have anything to do right now. Like I'm like stressing. Like on Thursday, I was really stressful because instead of like making me bored and letting me play, I turned on my computer and was like, what do my plans need to be for the rest of my life? And it just turned into stress. So I feel like it was like the right decision for me that I like gave up on Thursday. And then on Friday I picked up again. And on Friday I was like, you know what? And on Friday I met with like friends and I was like doing fun things. And then on Saturday, still, I kept it going. And I like giving, I gave myself a break. And I feel like I'm allowed to give myself a break. And like maybe that was also a problem with like week 2 and 3, that I was like, I'm not doing it well. And I was, Anyway, don't have anything more to say. Feel like I'm rambling. Video way too long. Bye. Oh.